What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you a draft analysis for yet another new league. This league is actually going to be in the movie format, so I'm basically going to be releasing my draft analysis plus 3 different parts, and we'll see how we did in this league. I really want to show off this league to you guys because I have an awesome team with Pokemon I've never really used before. I actually started this league, I believe, in like June maybe, and I mean, we're obviously September-ish, end of August now. I haven't really decided when I'm going to upload this video, but yeah, so I just wanted to show this league to you guys, show all these Pokemon I've been using, and let you guys know what I feel about this team. So yeah, so first off, this league is called the IPL, and I want to give a big thank you to Roshan, and Roshan was actually the guy that created the Pokemon Spotlight, Pokemon Profile series for us. Sorry, I keep remembering the name is different, because, oh my god, anyways, you guys know the story by now. Yeah. Sorry, there's a dog next to me. I'm petting him. He's such a good boy. Anyways, so he invited me to this league, and we actually did our draft, and he, I believe, had to leave the league after like 7 weeks, and he asked me to kind of help commission it. So I did, and we had an 8-week-long season plus playoffs as well, and the top 4 teams made the playoffs, and that was it. So we're going to see how we did, and yeah, so I'm going to go over my draft analysis first. So to start off, we had, I think it was the last pick in the draft, and I really want to get something that I could pair really well, something I've never used before, because this wasn't a upload required league. It was done on Showdown, so I want to see what we could do with that. So I decided to pick up something that I've really always hated seeing used, and that was Tapu Fini. Now, Tapu Fini was a Pokemon that I wanted to try out because I wanted to try the Pokemon that was coming after it, and the reason I did that was because Fini and Hawlucha pair really well together. So Fini Hawlucha was my first 2 picks. But the reason I went Fini specifically over Bulu, or well, Coco was already gone, but the reason I went Fini specifically was because it's a pretty good bulky water, and I felt like I could use it efficiently with the rest of the team that I was going to build. I definitely felt that having a Pokemon that was only weak to electric, poison, grass, and is that it, I think that's it, honestly. I could be wrong, but that's just not very many weaknesses. So I want to make sure I could have a really bulky Pokemon, take some hits, really provide some momentum for my team. And honestly, I just want to try out using a Terrain plus Lucha core. And I mean, you're going to see that's kind of the inspiration for my WPL draft. And I'm sure some of you guys have seen the WPL draft that's gone up. If you haven't, check that out. It's in the description below. And yeah, so look, Tapu Fini is a really bulky Pokemon. Obviously, Water Fairy type is incredible, and the dog is chasing after his tail, okay? So yeah, look, Fini is great. I'm excited to use it. I can use it offensively and defensively, and that's kind of my goal here. Moving on, though, we have Hawlucha, of course. Hawlucha, I'm not going to say too much about it. Basically, all you need is Swords Dance, Roost, Acrobatics, Drain Punch, or High Jump Kick, plus whatever kind of coverage you want. If you have like a Landorus you're going up against, I think you can run Ice Punch if this thing has it. Pretty sure it does. But yeah, Hawlucha, not much to say about it. Anyways, like I said, we had the 16th pick. We had the wheel, so we're not going to pick for another little while. And when it got back to me, I was like, okay, there's 2 Pokemon I can look at here. There's a really good Mega that I can grab that will help me create kind of the beginning of a really strong core. And that was Scizor, Mega Scizor specifically. So Mega Scizor obviously has incredible stats. It's got like 150 attack, 140 defense. I'm using it right now in the WPL. You guys know that. And WPL, it's going really well so far. But pairing Mega Scizor with the Hawlucha and Tapu Fini is incredible. I've got a really good Fairy and Steel type. I just need to pick up a nice Dragon type later on. And it gives me Defog, it gives me U-Turn to go into something like the Tapu Fini. Having Mega Scizor with Misty Terrain allows it to not be burnt, so I can go for the Swords Dance repeatedly, not worry about getting burnt, and then start bullet punching away, bug biting away, and be good to go. So that's Mega Scizor there. And then other than that, though, I did want a Pokemon in Tier 3. This thing, in my opinion, should not be Tier 3, and that was Arcanine. Arcanine is an incredibly bulky Pokemon. It's an incredibly strong Pokemon. It's got really good coverage. It's got 2 amazing abilities in Flash Fire and Intimidate. Flash Fire obviously makes so that we're immune to the fire type attacks, and that really helps Scizor out a lot, especially because of that 4 times weakness. But Arcanine on its own can do a lot. I didn't really end up bringing it that much this season, Arcanine. I don't know why. I think just the threat of it there was so important, but I always felt like I have to run it in a defensive role or in a, yeah, pretty much in a defensive role. That was it. Because I think my team was able to handle a lot of things offensively. But anyways, that's enough about Arcanine. Arcanine is incredibly good, you all know that. And then it goes back down, comes back up to me, and I got sniped of a Pokemon I really wanted, and that was Nidoqueen. So I ended up drafting Nidoking. And again, the same thing happened in WPL. I really wanted Nidoqueen, but I'll have to settle with the Nidoking. And you guys know what Nidoking does. It can be Scarf, it can be Life Orb, it can be, honestly, I've seen defensive Nidoking work a lot. It's one of my favorite Pokemon I used this entire run in the IPL. It was a lot of fun, and you'll see why when I get into the battles in the next video. But yeah, so Nidoking is really strong, guys. Physical special can be really good. Life Orb obviously hits like a truck. It's such a good special wall breaker, and it really breaks some holes for Hawlucha to just come in through and start sweeping. And if Hawlucha for some reason dies, then I got Scizor in the back with Bullet Punch to just keep going, spamming Bullet Punch and just taking things out. Next up, this wouldn't be a MattOshea draft without Ditto. Tier 4 Ditto, guys, is something that shouldn't be happening. In my opinion, if Ditto is Tier 4 or Tier 5, you scoop that thing up as quick as possible. If it's Tier 3, then you think about it. Maybe it'll be good for your team, but Tier 3 is kind of expensive in my opinion for Ditto. But Tier 4 is is such a steal. So I picked up Ditto, and obviously I'm not going to bring Ditto every week. I don't have to because this league doesn't have a ton of Ubers in it, like the BBL would, but Blue sniped me. Anyways, so I'm kind of happy that I got Ditto because it allows me to just kind of ignore a lot of set sweepers because I can just bring Ditto if I'm really worried about it, slap a scarf on it, and then just go to town with those Pokemon. So yeah, Ditto is there. You guys know what it does. Moving on though, I had the next two picks again, and there was two Pokemon I was kind of like unsure about what to do with. So the first one, I wanted something that can get rocks because you look at my team, the only Pokemon that get rocks right now is Nidoking. I wanted a more reliable stealth rocker. I also wanted a good Pokemon to take hits from something like Ground Stab, because Ground Stab right now really hurts my team. You look at it, Scizor can take it kind of well, but it's neutral. Hawlucha's immune, but everything else is like weak or neutral, and that's not a good thing. So I wanted to resist. So I decided to grab a grass type. And I felt like the best grass type that can get Stealth Rocks was definitely Celebi. It's one of the only ones that does get Stealth Rocks, I believe. It also gets U-Turn, gets Calm Mind. That's just two amazing options. Celebi can be offensive and defense. The Pixies are great. This is just for my boy Tails. He loves Celebi. This is his Pokemon. He loves it. So Celebi is here, and you guys remember back in the day, I believe I got the Ancient Power boost with the Celebi and ended up sweeping Tails 6-0 with it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to use, and I'm just gonna see if we can use it again because it is a really good Pokemon. And Jesus, dog, stop attacking your tail. Anyways, moving on though to the next pick, I actually decided to scoop my Tier 5 now because this Pokemon in Tier 5 was kind of unbelievable, and I think this is one of the Pokemon that really helped shape my draft in general because I don't have any weak spots in my draft right now, I feel like, and that's because of this Pokemon. Because in Tier 5, you're usually worried about, oh, this is going to bring my draft down, it's not going to be really useful, but I got Alolan Persian in Tier 5. Now that's a problem because Alolan Persian gets Parting Shot, it's got great speed, it gets Nasty Plot as well. You got a ton of great options with this thing. It's got a great typing, the pure Dark type. Fur Coat allows it to be defensive too. So I'm really excited to use Alolan Persian. It's a Pokemon I've wanted on my roster for a long time, and I'm happy I finally get the opportunity to try it out. So Persian, Alolan form on my roster, awesome. Really happy about that. Next up though, at our third to last pick, I decided to go ahead and grab a Tier 1 because I had room for it. Mega Scizor obviously costed me no free points, so I'm at 400 points, then it costs Celebi, which is 120 points, and then Salamence, which is my next pick. I spoiled it for myself. Salamence in my next pick, 180 points, will bring us to 100 points left for the draft. And Salamence obviously is incredible. It's got amazing typing. It's weak to the Ice type 4 times, and we have Scizor there, which is weak to the Fire type 4 times, and Celebi, of course, which is weak to Bug 4 times, meaning that my opponent has to think about which hidden power they're going to bring every single week. So if you're going to be running a Pokemon with 4 times weakness, like potential Salamence maybe, or a Dragonite, then I suggest grabbing another Pokemon with another 4 times weakness that they don't share. So don't pick up a Pokemon with a 4 times weakness to, like, I don't know, what is this thing weak to? Rock. Don't pick up a Pokemon with a 4 times weakness to Rock to pair with a Salamence because it's not going to work out well. Anyways, moving on though, Salamence is just an incredible wall breaker. It's an incredible sweeper, Scarf, Moxie, you got Dragon Dance, you got the Z moves on. This Pokemon is one of my Z move captains. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what Salamence can do. I think you guys will love to see what Salamence can do in my hands. I've been swept by it numerous times. It's one of my Pokemon that I hate to face against the most, but I'm finally going to be using it, and I'm really excited to do that. Next up though, I could go into Tier 4 now. I want to go Tier 4 to pick up a good electric type because there's a lot of good ones there. There's like Raichu, there's Electros, there's a couple other Pokemon. I believe there's Manectric in Tier 4. I could be wrong, I think Manectric's in Tier 4. And I decided to scoop up Electros because Electros gives me the most range. It's pretty slow, but it gets access to U-Turn and Volt, which is nice to have. It's got no weaknesses unless you have a Pokemon with Mold Breaker or Terravolt or whatever it is. So I decided to pick this thing up because it would really allow me to break things with Super Fang and like give me good utility with Knockoff. It's got great coverage with like Flamethrower and Signal Beam and obviously T-Bolt and stuff like that. So I want to see what we can do with Electros. I believe I've used it once before in the past. Could be wrong. Anyways, Electros is really strong, but I still needed another rocker. You look at my team, I got Celebi, and I've got Nidoking as my rockers, and that's it. So I decided to pick up a really good Pokemon that, in my opinion, it deserves to be in Tier 5, but it's such a good Tier 5 Pokemon that it goes heavily underrated. and that is Steelix. Now Steelix, regular Steelix I should say, is stealing ground. The reason I picked up this Pokemon specifically was because I wanted a ground type that wasn't weak to ice, and that's because I knew people were going to bring a lot of Hidden Power Ices against me because of the Salamence, so I wanted to have Steelix there, which could just do a ton of damage to a lot of things. It's got obviously Sheer Force, it's got Sturdy, you got Rocks, you got Heavy Slam, Iron Head, you got Gyro Ball, so a ton of different options that Steelix has to help me break down Fairy types for that Salamence to sweep. Now, honestly, looking at my team, I'm lacking a Ghost type. Now, maybe a Ghost type would have been cool. I could have probably grabbed a Golurk, maybe. That would have been a good Ghost type. And, yeah. Oh my god, this dog is going crazy. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this draft in the comment section below. I think it's a very good, well-rounded draft. My speed tiers aren't amazing. I got, like, my fastest Pokemon is my Hawlucha at base 117, but I'm never going to run it max speed. I got a couple Pokemon at base 100, I got one at base 95, I got two at base 85, I believe. So overall, my team is pretty good in terms of speed. We're missing something between the 115 and the 100 mark, but that's okay. My team is pretty slow, but I feel like I have ways around it with the Hawlucha, of course, and with Ditto, and with potential Scarfs. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how this team works. I feel like we have a lot of Pokemon that synergize well together, and we're going to do our best to pick up a championship, guys. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, of course, and I will see you all next time.